Hey guys, Digital Lifestyle here, back with another video, and this one's the global currency reset. And most people call it the Great Reset, but in this article they call it the global currency reset. And there's other information I want to share with you today as well. Behind the closed doors, US is quietly backing a replacement for global currency. Then we have the biggest reset war on gold and the financial engine. And then we have by Reuters, but I'm not sure if I'm going to bother with this one because it doesn't let me get too much of it. But what is your plan B for prepping for the money reset? I will put links in the description. And then we have on LinkedIn, are you ready for the Great Reset by Ron Evans? And then last, how to profit from the coming currency reset. So let me get started right now with that, with the global reset. Right, I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'm not going to read an awful lot of this because I will put links in the description so you guys can go and read for yourself. You can also go and search on Google and type in what is the currency reset. You can go and do your own research if you so choose, but I will put links in the description. Anyhow, the global currency reset. What is the future of global currency? The global currency reset, called the GCR, technically refers to a hypothetical event in which world's currencies are supposedly reset. The global currency reset looks at new values based on revaluation of specific currencies and devaluation of others. This is where I think a lot of those digital assets that are out there that are rubbish, in particular an awful lot of those new cryptocurrencies that are coming out whenever, a lot of them will disappear and we will see true value emerge. Right, where are we? Based on valuation of specific currencies and devaluation of others. Proponents of the GCR theory argue that the reset is necessary to address the current flaws in the global financial system, and we all know there are many. SWIFT doesn't work as it should do in terms of delivering real value. All it is a messaging service. A global currency reset can level the playing field for the developing nations. I'm not going to go into brief history. You guys can go and look at that for yourself. I want to move on. Right, behind the closed doors, is the US currently backing the replacement for the dollar? I'm not going to read too much of this. I'm just going to briefly summarize, I suppose. Quick history of the SDR. SDRs was developed in 1960s by the IMF fund. At this point in history, the IMF was afraid of the dollar crisis. The US originally proposed the dollar would be as good as gold. That was back in 1971, but they changed it back in 1971 if everybody remembers, and it went to the paper system. So like I said, you guys can go and do your own research, but I will put a link in the description if you want. I will actually. Right, back in 2016, a system reset is imminent. The world's financial system will need it to find a new anchor before the year 2020. Well, they have a new anchor, and they had found one. They sued that anchor called XRP. However, timelines are suggested but never always complied with, as we've seen with some of the pushbacks on the ISO 2 rollout that was supposed to be rolled out sometime like 2019 or whatever it was, but they didn't roll it out until 2020 or 2021 or whatever it was. I can't remember the exact dates. So I'm going to leave a link in the description for this if you guys want to go and read it. It also gives an awful lot of information as to what they think is going to happen, and they have other links that you can go and check out yourself. They've export to Excel, all that kind of good stuff that you guys can go and do whatever you want to do with that stuff. Anyway, I didn't bother with that, and it's available online anyway. Right, and it's I think it's a PDF or something. Right. What is your plan B for prepping for the money reset? So we're going to move on to, are you ready for the Great Reset? I'm not going to cover too much of that either. You can go and look look on I will put a link in the description, and you can find it there. It goes on to talk about 14 countries in various stages of creating their own CBDCs. I think there's a lot more than that now. I don't know when this document came out or when they put this one out, this post. June 2023, so I think there's a few more. And right, how to profit from the coming reset. Now let's dive into that a bit. I'm not going to spend too much time. Like I said, I will put the link in the description, but we're going to go down to how to profit. How to prepare. The right investments will determined by the system we turn to. That could mean if it's XRP, XLM, or whatever it is. There's various systems out there with utility that are being looked at within the financial systems right now. I do know Ripple is working with a lot of banks and countries. Perhaps it will be based on a new international institutional money, like the international monetary funds, strategic drawing rights. That would usher in a new era of fiat money and assets in the powerful economies of the future will perform well. Perhaps the new monetary system will be based on a currency backed by a commodity like gold or oil. That would be good for that commodity. Clearly, those who are in the BRICS nations, those who have an awful lot of oil, will benefit from that. In the past, the breakdown of the euro's predecessors created the Deutsche Zone, a sort of German-centric version of the euro. This would return, allowing Southern Europe to recover economically at last. Okay, so this is why Southern Europe suffering, I guess, because they went onto the euro, dollar, whatever it was, when they changed from that. This is why Britain didn't want to be going on that system. Britain said no, we're not doing it until we know how the political crisis, which comes with currency reset, unfolds. We won't know which system we turn to, and so it will be difficult to know how to invest at this particular time. However, we do have clues. Some of the clues are based on the utilities that are being looked at and are being developed on. So you guys need to do your own research into utility tokens. I've given my views on some of them. I do have my list of utility tokens that I think will benefit from this new system, i.e. Casper, XDC, XLM, XRP, HBAR, Quant. You guys can go and do your own research, look them up. Solana may have a chance because Visa's using it. I don't know. I'm not sure about Ethereum at the moment. I'm still kind of like hearing disparaging news about that. I will have to delve into that at one point. Anyway, you guys take care. Have a great day. Digital Lifestyle out.